Welcome back to City Skylines 2 and the city of Ringholm. We are overlooking the central tram station which we built in the previous episode, but what is a tram station without trams? So today we'll build a small tram line and also look at a bus line for getting people out to their jobs in the industrial area. But before we can do any of that, we need to build a depot. So let's start by building one. If we can find one. There we go, trams. No, that's a stop. The depot. There we have the depot. Just place it right here. We will be using move it to move it a little bit. There we go. This is just a temporary placement of the depot. It will be moved as the city grows, but for now this will do fine. So let's make our first tram line. It will start here at Ringholm station and then go down towards St. Martin's, stopping there just to terminate at Bastilian Square. Then it will go back on itself up towards St. Martin's and then up to Ringholm station. It's a small line. We will expand this line as the city grows. Let's also change the color. I'm thinking of a light blue one, a little bit lighter. Yeah, that'll do fine. And for the name we'll go simple. Let's go for line 1, Ringholm station to Bastilian Square. Our first tram should depart any moment. There it is. Let's just change one thing before we let this run. That was the wrong one. I wanted to see how many vehicles are on the line. 2 out of 25. Just put 1 there for the moment. There's only 3 stops, so I think the frequency with 1 train should be enough. These trees though should not be here, so let's remove them as well. There we go. There we go. All done. Tram is now arriving at the first station. It should pass this one if it doesn't go back on itself. Of course, I don't think so. Oh, it does. Okay, it actually does go back on itself. Let's check the length of the station. Yeah, looks good. Looks absolutely perfect. I am a little bit concerned about the station length at Bastilian Square. I think it's a little bit short, but it should just fit. I'm hoping it's just fitting for the tram. But we'll see. We'll see. Just follow the tram for a little bit. It'll continue down the avenue here towards St. Martin's. So this is St. Martin's. This is where we're going to have the cathedral in the future, but as you can see we are far from able to build that at the moment. We do not have any cash. Yeah, the station looks okay. I think we have to move 1 or 2 of the shelters, so we'll do that. Bastilian Square, I'm hoping that the train will fit. Okay, it didn't fit. It does fit, we just have to move the barriers or remove them. So let's remove the buffer if we can. Yeah, there we go. And a couple of these yellow and black barriers have to be removed. Let's start by removing 2 of them on each side. Okay, let's remove 1 more. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks absolutely okay. At least the tram does now fit, but we have to keep this in mind for the future if we get any longer trams, which I hope we will, or at least more trams. They will not be able to fit for this station. For the next line, I'm thinking it should be a bus line from the central station towards the industrial area. We might actually also do a train line, but I think that would be a bit excessive for the amount of passengers that we have at the moment. One stop on either side of the station will do fine. I was thinking maybe in front of the station, but I don't want to remove the parking. Then a couple of stations, obviously in the industrial area. Firstly, we should have 1 or 2 stops just on either side of the roundabout, and that will cover also the lower part of the industrial area, and then a couple of stops in the area itself. The bus depot has been placed, so let's create the bus line itself. It will start obviously down here at the Northern Industries, heading up towards BR Street, heading down again to the Northern Industries stop, and then heading all the way down to Ringholm Station South, followed by the North stop, and then heading back up again. The first bus is about to head out. There it is. I've chosen a nice red color for this line. But before it heads out, let's just address the number of buses on this line. I think we'll start with 5 buses. I hope that will be enough. If not, we'll address that a little bit later. While we let the buses run for a bit, I think we want to upgrade Chestham a little bit. We'll add some nice new homes for people that might want to have a garden, but also add some parking for these guys living in the central area of Chestham. There we go. Chestham has basically doubled in size, and now we just want to add a little bit of greenery, of course, as we usually do. We'll start with a little bit of trees, and then when the houses are finished, we will finish up with a bit more trees so we can see where we want to place them. Let's just check on the buses for a minute and see how they're doing. We had 128 people waiting on this stop, not really what we preferred. And this stop, oh no. Okay, this is not good. 410 people waiting. Well, should have gone for the trains. I've doubled the amount of buses, so that should alleviate the issue for now, I think. And oops, okay, so we had a crash and people were flying everywhere. That's not gonna help the issue. Well, you have to take the next bus, I guess. At least the station is pretty much empty now. All it took was pretty much the double amount of buses and a bus crashing into the rest. Well, that will have to do until we get a train line, at least. On the other side of town, in Chestham, the housing estate has been complete, so let's add some more trees. Let's add a couple of different kind of trees to make this be a nice green haven. I've added a taxi company, a taxi depot, so we aren't as reliant on the outside taxi companies, but I would like to increase the basic fare for taxis so we won't lose as much money. As we need a lot more money to build the cathedral, I will let the game run for a bit, but before doing that, let's build some more residential and commercial just in front of the station. And I think we'll build some more parking streets to begin with. This area, or the first block, is pretty much done. We want to just finish it up with some more greenery. Let's add these palm trees with the correct spacing. If we can, I think that looks good. That's better. There we are. And then we want to get also the planters underneath the palm trees with the same spacing. Perfect. Perfect, looks good. I'm happy with that. If we look back at this area, I think we obviously need some more planters. Just place them there with the correct spacing if we can. Is that right? Yeah, that's right, good. All done. Yeah, looks good, I'm happy with that. And for this area, I think we need some kind of decoration. Let's do something with stones. Let's see how this turns out. I mean, yeah, it could be there. It could be there. Remove these two and yeah, I mean, it's an artist thing, I think. Yeah, let's just have it. It looks okay. It's always a bit difficult to put the right corners down when you do not have 90-degree corners all over the place, but in cities like this, old cities, you're not gonna have 90-degree corners everywhere. You can use this old corner building if you want and move it around. You can also use smaller buildings that is only 1 in width and merge them together to get a nice rounded corner. But we're gonna do something in between. We're gonna use 2 buildings and get a semi-sharp corner, I guess. I'm gonna move this one around and I'm gonna change the angle to something like that, I think. Move that one. And there we have it. A nice corner. Obviously we need to address the surface underneath. All done. All done. A nice corner indeed. Let's just take a quick look at what I was just talking about. We have a normal 90-degree corner building placed down here and another one in that intersection. And up here we have used a normal corner building, even though the corner itself isn't exactly 90 degrees, but we've just moved it to get the nice angle that we would like it to be. Of course, we have the one that we just did, and opposite that one we have used many smaller buildings with 1 in width and merged them together to get this nice rounded corner. We are at the end of the show. We've done a lot today. We've added trams, buses. We built these 3 lovely blocks, which people should enjoy very much living in, close to the main train station and tram services, and some even have a beach in front of them. For the next time though, I'm not sure what we'll do. I will probably let the game run a bit so we get some money, because we want to build a cathedral in the central parts of town, but that's gonna cost a lot. Anyway, until next time, have a good one.